Next, I'm bringing you guys to the cable machine, which for me, when I first started in the gym, was one of the most intimidating things because there are just so many attachments and clips and I just had no idea what to do. So I want to set you up to be comfortable and confident using a cable machine. I'm not going to do single exercises with it. You can find those by clicking each exercise in this fitness guide, but I'm basically just going to break it down and show you how to approach it and put on the different attachments. The attachments we're going to use most in this guide are going to be the rope, the ankle strap, which you can find these ones on recreationsweat.com. I wanted something that was going to be heavy duty, high quality, and you're going to want to put it around your ankle and then through one of the loops and then Velcro it on the other side. So that's where your ankle goes. And then you're going to have these two clips to clip in right here, and then you can do your kickbacks and your lateral leg raises. Another attachment is going to be the single handle, and then for our pull downs in the training guide, we have our bar, which a lot of gyms just have the one loop here. Yours may also be smaller than this one, which is totally fine. But those are basically going to be the ones that you use the most. So breaking this section down, you have a pin, which is going to determine what weight you're going to use. I recommend, especially if you're new to cable machines, to start with the lightest possible. And based on the exercise, you're going to want to move it up if you can and see which weight works best for you. Just a big reminder in this fitness guide, as you're going through week 1 and 2, you're going to start extremely light, lighter than you normally would, because we're gonna wanna build up over 8 weeks. So you wanna give yourself enough room to progress each week to be able to push yourself to that heavier weight. So you're just gonna wanna insert it in. That's gonna be 4, so 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds, and a lot of cable machines have another attachment, which is gonna look maybe similar to this, but this is gonna add a weight that's between these 10-pound increments, and you can attach it at the top like so. So this is gonna be, for this machine, these are 5 pounds, but they generally weigh 2.5 pounds. So it's just a little in between that you can add if you're ready to progress onto your next weight or milestone. And those can be wrapped usually on that same cable machine. Moving down to this section here, every cable machine is gonna have a carabiner and some kind of pin or a lever system that is going to be able to move it up and down this pole. There are also going to be different sections here. You can see that it's going to allow this to stop in those sections. So you can move it as high or as low as you want, and then you can attach whatever attachment you want. So I like doing it in a step process. You're gonna wanna do this step first. Depending on the exercise that you're doing, you're gonna wanna move this up or down. Then you can either add your attachment next. Once that is in place, you can change the weight by moving the pin up or down, again, starting with a lighter weight possible, and then seeing if that weight feels comfortable. If it's way too light, you can go up to the next one and try that and continue until you feel a weight that feels good throughout your entire reps and is challenging towards the end. Moving on to our banded kickbacks or cable kickbacks, we are going to want to attach this to one of our ankles, put that through the loop, make sure it is tight and secure, and then lock in that Velcro. These are going to be towards the front of your foot for your cable kickbacks, and then they are going to be towards the side for your lateral leg lifts. So to attach here, we want this at the very bottom section that we can, and you're going to lift that leg. You want to make sure you have balance here on that opposite leg. Connect here, opening that carabiner and putting it through the loop. Then you can make sure that your weight is great. I'm gonna lower it just a little bit. And then you're gonna get in position and go slow and controlled. One little tip for these exercises is you never want to just, this is gonna be loud, just drop your weight like that. You really want to ease into it, let your weight gently touch, and then you can disassemble and remove the carabiner from your attachment. So to remove, you're gonna wanna, again, lift that leg just a little bit, remove, and then you are good to go. And remove that Velcro, and then we're gonna go on to the next exercise. Moving on to cable pull downs, we're gonna want to bring this all the way up to the top. You're gonna end up kneeling on the ground, so you want to basically attach this weight. I like to put my pin in first. So if you know what weight you are, you can put that in. Then you're gonna want to bring this up to the carabiner and attach it. I would never recommend pulling this off and then attaching it here. You always wanna bring your attachment close to the machine. Then you can get in position. Again, we're kneeling here if you're able to, and you're gonna wanna go right down into your pull downs. Again, this might feel a little bit light to me. I can bring it back up slowly, move that pin. For heavier attachments like this one, you may need to just hold it in place to be able to remove that pin, and then move it to that next weight. That feels a little bit better. Again, there's gonna be resistance throughout the entire exercise, so that's why these are a little bit more challenging. You're gonna wanna gently bring it back to the machine and then finish your exercise there. And again, once you are done with this machine, you're gonna wanna take your attachment off if you can, and then attach it back to where you found it. I hope you guys learned a little something on the cable machine. If you have any questions in particular, you can drop them in a comment below and I'll do my best to answer. But I hope you love this training guide. I want you to put your all into it, because over these next 8 weeks, you are gonna become so strong, and I can't wait to hear about it.